So what I did there is just try to log in again, and the test here we create, it's gone. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So here's the collection. Okay, fine. There we go. So that's the collection from Inmun. Where am I? Okay, I didn't save the tab earlier, so that's why every change is gone. So I need to go back and actually copy my own code. Login with email, paste it here. Okay, so that's the test. I paste it on Discord. You need to change this one, asset token, not token, right? Maybe let me change it and then copy and paste. Okay, so I need to change this one to access. Why I call it asset token? Because maybe next week or on week 10 if we have time, we will learn deeper into the authentication. Actually, we have access token and refresh token, not just one. Okay. Right. I'm gonna edit this. Save. Okay, there we go. Edit. Wrong password. There we go. I'm gonna save this one. Make sure you save the tab. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I send another friend request. What happened? Before that, let's check the database first. So we have friendship here. Click on friendship. We send a friend request. So from Hua to Hua 1, the status is requesting. What happened if I send another request? The message should be has already been sent. Okay, anyway, so our server actually didn't send another request, right? Because it's already there. So let's accept this friend request. So to accept a friend request, we need to accept a user ID here, not the ID, right? I'm not sure. Let's take a look at the code. So this is adding a friend request, right? So let me check the function friend request here. Wow. Right. So basically, first we target. Okay. Can you see it? Can you see the text? Can I make it smaller? Right. Thấy không em? Thấy rõ chữ không? Okay. To quá thì không đủ chỗ. Okay. So, adding a friend request first, we need to make sure the user is logged in. That's why we use a login require middleware. And then we validate the param ID. So what is this param? What ID is this? Look at this. Look at the URL endpoint.
It's the ID of the user you want to add.
Correct. Okay, correct. So what about the ID of the one who asked?
Like a user ID and friend's ID.
For example, I want to add you. So the ID here will be you, right? So what's my ID? It's in here. Okay, it's already here. So we have two IDs. and then we need to do this to check the params, and then we do whatever inside here. I don't know yet. So let's take a look at this. So here's the function. Sometimes people call it a controller. Sometimes people call it just a function. I prefer to call them handler. So this will handle this endpoint. So I'm going to call it handler to be precise. Handler. Okay. So here we have the user ID. We have the current user ID, the target user ID, and then we want to find the current friendship. If we cannot find anything, right? If we cannot find anything, we're gonna create a friendship, right? And then return the response. Else, if we found one, so we need to check. Oh my God, we need to check the status again. So if it's requesting, we send has already been sent. Okay. Oh, actually, you have returned here, so you don't need break, right? You already have returned. You don't need break at all.
But surely, if they are friends already,
yes,
then the option to.
So we need to check down the other cases down here. Okay. So if the case has already been accepted, we can send user are already friend, right? So that's what you said.
No. What I was going to ask is that if they are friends already, the option to add that friend shouldn't be there.
Yeah, you on the front end you're correct. On the front end you should not see the add friend button, right?
Okay, but this is.
But what happens if they still use Postman to send it, right?
Yeah.
So we have to check on the front end and the back end as well. Right. So here's the case that the friends they are already friends. What happens if they are set? All right. So what the hell is this and this? So this is a button. You can delete that. So in case it's decline or cancel, I need to look at this logic. So if cancel. Oh, so you're updating it. Okay. So if it's cancel or decline, you're updating it to requesting again, right? Right. So that's the whole logic. Then at the end we respond. So anyway guys, if you already return, you don't need to break. Okay. Right, that's it.
Oh wait, so after you return, you don't need to break.
Yeah, inside a case, if you already return, that means you stop executing the whole function. Then you don't need break. That's why you see the word break here in like it's dim. Okay, so I'm going to save it. I'm going to test again. I'm going to send friend request again, and I expect to see the message will be this request has already been sent. Okay, there you go. We will learn how to deal with the error later. It should not be 500. 500 means internal server error, and it's not should not be 500 here, but we will learn how to deal with it later. Okay, so what happens if I accept a friend request? So how do we accept a friend request? I don't know. What I have to do here is I have to look at his code again. So here, accept a friend request from a user, right? But luckily I have the comments very clear. Okay, so I have to target this endpoint. Friends and manage, and then the ID here. I don't know what ID here is for. It could be user ID, it could be the request ID. I don't know. It should be more clear here. Okay. From reading this code, I still don't know what the ID is there for. It could be user, it could be the friend request. So for me, I would use user ID, but I'm not sure, so I need to check this accept friend request. Okay, there we go. Right. So the ID is actually the user ID, right? Still user ID. Same thing. We have the current user ID, which is us, which is me now, and the target ID, which is the one who sent me the request. Okay, he tried to find a document with these params, and then the status will be requested. If there's not a request, we respond with a friend request not found, correct? Good. And then if we can find one, so this actually else here. Okay, if we found one, we change the status to accepted. And then we save it to the database. Then respond. Right. So let's do it. So I need to get my user ID here. So khóa send a request to khóa 1. So I have to log in into khóa 1. Okay. I have to log in into khóa 1. Alright, and then I have to accept this ID. Oh my god. Accept friend request and change this one to my ID. Click. God damn it. Friend request not found. What's wrong then? Let's see my token. Let's see my current user first. We should structure these into folders. This is not organized, so we need to structure it into folder. I'm gonna call it user and put all the routes into the user. Okay. Okay, done. So right now I have no route to see my profile. I have no way to check my profile using Postman. The only way here is to check Postman, to check the database. Okay, friend count, no. Now I need to check friendship. So from this guy,
You have to log in.
so I have to log in with this guy. I don't know who this is. So it ends with 57C. What? What? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, that's correct. I need to log in with this guy. 57D. Oh my god. Okay. So
But we don't have the list of the friendship as well.
yeah.
We don't have the two object. Two.
Who is this?
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Oh my god.
We don't have it.
Who's this guy actually?
We have to log in it.
Alright, so this document is wrong, right? So we can delete that. I don't know how it got here. Maybe I input the wrong ID and that's the send the request. Right, just leave it there. I'm gonna send another friend request. Yeah, maybe that was the original ID. I need to send to this user. So I need to log in with back to my other account again. So annoying. Log in with khóa again. Okay, send another request. Add a folder, say calling friends, and then we put on the friends related route to that. or we have a bunch of them. Okay. Whew. So I will send a friend request here. That guy. Okay. Send. Request has been sent. I check my database. Okay, so this is correct. This one is incorrect. I don't know how it got here. Okay, now we need to log in with into Qual 1. You see, this manual testing, it takes a lot of time just to test a single filter, right? And so now I need to accept a friend request from this guy. Okay, that works. 200 here. So if you check your database, it changed to accepted. Okay, done. And then you should see they are friends together. Friend count 1, friend count 1. So right now I can, using database, I cannot see who's my friend. So I need to run a query, get a list of friends. Ta-da! So I have my Khoa is the friend of Khoa 1. So the current account is Khoa 1 and Khoa is the friend, right? So the data is an array. Inside array will be objects. Each object will be a user document, a user. Okay, what the hell is this? I'll get a list of received friend requests. And that's none. Oh, so it's kind of like a pending list that you're receiving. People sending requests to you. Or this one. Okay, none. Cool. You can also remove a friend request or decline a friend request. You can have us to test these functions. So actually I did it in another way, and that way also, if you remember correctly, I only have one endpoint to add friends, remove friends, decline friends, or anything. So here's the my example. Not this. Oh, actually 4. So you can send, you can accept, you can delete, and you can decline. Actually, you can cancel as well. I missed that. 4. This one 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But in the code, I only have one handler. Take a look at this. Oh. Yeah. Nice. Done. Alright, so what else do we have here? We still have deleting. It's fine, right? Deleting is fine. Easy. Okay. Anyone can explain it? Deleting. The whole function, the whole handler. Anyone volunteers? Juan? Yeah. So line by line. Decline a friend request. Okay. And let us see the UI, the endpoint. Deleting a friend request. What's deleting a friend request? Is it remove a friend or decline a friend? Maybe this. So the endpoint will be this. Manage ID. Okay. And the ID is what? The target user or from user? Line by line. So here's the current user, and this is the one who sent us the request. What is this?
To find if the one who's sending the request assign it.
Yeah, and the status has to be requesting in order to delete it. Okay. And
If there's no friendship.
actually not there's not friendship. Actually, if there's not requesting friendship, not requesting friendship. So basically, we could have accepted as well. That's fine. We could have declined. We could have cancel. But here we target we find requesting friendship, not these. Okay. So if there's no requesting is this, no request is this, we just say not found. If there is, we change to decline, and then the rest should see the same, right? So actually they are very similar. So here we populate for getting a friend list, the whole list of friends. We use populate, and the field we want to populate will be 2. So take a look at this friendship. So we want to populate this field. We see the how do we say friends to actually this one is very interesting here. Send request list is very simple. How do we get a friend list? This one is simple, right? Populate to, populate from. This one is very special function. We have OR condition here. Why do we have it?
What is the dollar sign mean for?
Operator. It stands for the operator for MongoDB. So it's a field. Without the operator, Mongo will understand it. This is as a field name. If you have the dollar sign, it will understand as a operator. A Mongo operator means you can use or, you can use and, you can use sum, you can use count. There's a bunch of different operators. Let me show you. Okay, here we go. Whew. See, you have query and projection operator, you have update operator, you have arrayation operator, a bunch of them. So let's click on this. Oops. Navigation. Here we go. A lot. Okay, and R is just a maybe logical. Yeah, correct. R is a logical operator. Okay. So if you want to learn more about Mongo, you need to get familiar with these operators. Hold on. Right. So why do we have OR condition, the OR operator here? So this handler is to get all the friends of a user. Okay. So that's why of a current user.
So if it's accepted, you need either the user ID or, sorry, you need either the from or the to. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if it's accepted, they're related. There's a relationship there. That won't change.
Correct. So the friends, the current user could be in the from field or it could be from the to field. So that's why we use or operator. So it can be or from or to. Then because we have both field, that's why we have to populate both from and to. And then what's this? Friend list equal friend list map.
Do it for every single friendship.
Let me think. Friendship. So we have a list of friend lists here, right? A list of documents. We map it, and then accept it at, update it at. Oh, okay. Okay. ID equal to, and then we use equals. So basically we just like have like so we here we could have something like duplicate user. We try to remove them. So that's basically it. You can play around with the code. And to cancel is very similar to deleting or declining or adding. Just create the same thing and then change to cancel, right? So here, if you take a look, you look at it very carefully, you see a very common pattern, right? Very common pattern. For declining, the only difference is just the name of the handler and the string here, right? They're very similar. So you can think of a way to, how do you say, a way to make it into just one function. Can you?
Keep the same one, but instead of just having one with enum, could be these or these.
I don't quite get it, but how do you do it with enum here? Alright, that's really advanced. You can create a higher order function to wrap around the function and then passing a prop cancel. Alright, that's one way. That's how you use functions. Right. So you want to automate it. So right now you have how do we say? Right now you have accepted. You have decline. You have cancel. You have three functions that very similar. You can group them into one function and have another function to wrap around them. I'm not going to do it now. It's very confusing to other people, but that's the one way. Okay, and that concept is actually called handler factory. Here we go. Okay. All right. Do you want to have some time to work on this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. And in the afternoon, we will learn how to send email. Okay. Before that, I want you guys to create an account with sendgrid.com. It could be this, Mailgun, or this. They're both free. Mailchimp is very hard to implement, I would say. So these are the very commonly used, SendGrid and Mailgun. They are all free.
Can you send the links in Discord?
Yeah, sure. And the syntax is very similar. Who's this? So strange faces. I was like, what? Okay. We will use SendGrid or Mailgun for email service. Oops.
So, which one are we going to work with now?
This friendship again. Try to do it. If you have any question, then you can ask.
I'm having issues with my MongoDB. It doesn't want to connect.
It won't connect.
Even with my other API that I set up, it was connecting yesterday and Friday, but now it's not connecting.
Did you reset your computer? I think you reset your computer, right?
Probably not.
Probably not. So how do you? Is it a Windows or Mac? Windows?
Linux.
Linux. Okay.
Should I restart?
Not really. You have to start your MongoDB
With that other
service server.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Remember how to do it in Mac? You have a special command line. You can check it on the MM01, MO01.
I've got it. Yeah, I remember there's some code I have to run it.
Just one line of command. The string too small.
It's system CTL or something.
Wait, what?
For Ubuntu, we run system D,
System D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here. Here we go. Sudo system controls start mongo
Status.
d
Check.
dot service.
Oh, it's running. Oh, all the servers running.
Sometimes you have to enable it if it's disabled. Stop and disable is different. They are different. Doesn't work.
Yeah, but I've got the process is still running on my port, so I'm trying to kill that.
So that means it's running. Really?
It's not running anywhere.
Can you do this? Sudo system control status.
Yeah, I've done that.
Is running?
Yeah. No, it's running, but now when I try to do npm run there, the port for that is running. So
What?
that's what it kills.
Just restart your camera. Just restart. You can test it with this one, Mongo.
That's cool. So I just had to kill the port.
Just kill it.
There we go.
What's wrong with this? Wow.
There's a test schema in the code that you can use to fully log this.
Test schema here. You mean
In
this
the
one?
Code,
In the code?
in the code.
What? How do you have it?
So open the files.
Which files?
Yeah, open
The
then you
list.
gotta test the
Testing?
yeah. And at the bottom just go at the main function at the bottom just change it to main at the bottom just change it to true. And then just run it and it will automatically fill in your log list. So you've got
Ooh, okay.
so then just save and run it and all.
You need to turn it on in App.js.
I need to uncomment it.
Yeah, it does.
Oops. Anyway, again.
Then I got then
Ouch, ouch. Ooh. Alright, some. Okay.
okay, so now we're just playing around with the French.
No. Created it, not playing around.
So I create.
Have you done it? like five endpoints. Have you done the send request or save it, delete it
On the back end.
on the back end? Done?
No, we just did it now.
Okay. So what I want one more thing is to get the current profile, the current user profile.
Oh, you're waiting for the user.
We're missing that endpoint. I don't know. In Postman, I don't see it.
Alright.
That's very important.
That'll be in user control.
It should be inside user. Okay. Reaction.